Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal space program. Today we're going to go to the moon, or at least attempt to. I've already built a rocket that I'm going to use. I'm going to go over it, but just to kind of skip through the boring testing phase, I built the rocket. First we got the parachute, the SAS, some monopropellant for the RCS thrusters, a bunch of batteries, and some solar panels for if we land on the moon and we need more energy. Now, what I'm planning on landing with the moon with is basically this half up. This is some liquid fuel, and that is a thruster right there, and that's what I'm hoping to land on the moon with. And if for any chance I do get back to the Earth, I do have a parachute. Alright, now for space flight, I'm going to use these nuclear thrusters because they are very fuel efficient, but they are also very slow. But since I need to worry about fuel consumption, flying to the moon, and I don't really need a ton of thrust, I'm going to use 3 of those. Now getting off of Earth, or the Kerbal planet, I'm using these massive liquid thrusters, 3 of them, with a bunch of solid fuel boosters at the very beginning. Then the solid fuel boosters will break away, and then it will just be the liquid fuel, the big liquid fuels. Once those run out, we will hopefully be in space, hopefully be in orbit, and then I'll use the nuclear thrusters to orbit to the moon. Once we get to the moon, nuclear thrusters will break off, hopefully, and if all is well, we will have plenty of fuel to land and maybe take off. So that was kind of fast, but launching would be a lot better. As you can see, it looks like a monstrosity. We've got Kurt, Richby, Bree, and Obzon Kerman, all wanting to go to space. So we got thrusters to full. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So these solid fuels, once those run out, then I'm going to start turning a little bit towards a little bit of a 45-degree angle, so that I get a good circular orbit. The main liquid fuels are starting to overheat, but not very fast, so I'm still good. So all is well. It's a little wobbly. Rather have it not, but since the SAS is all the way at the top, it's kind of what it does. Alright, solid fuels are almost out. There we go. There we go. This is when I don't have a ton of control. Oh, shoot. Gotta start changing my trajectory slightly. There we go. Around 45 degrees. Don't have to be precise. But those are going to get me really, really good into space. Actually going to move a little bit more. There we go. Okay, those are gone. Break those off. And now the nuclear thrusters, which those will overheat about halfway, but then they'll stop. See, they overheat. Hopefully. They overheat to about halfway, and then they'll just stop, I believe. Yeah, they slowly creep up, but I think when they're overheated, they work better anyways. And as you can see, they're really good with fuel. Yeah, it stopped overheating. Okay, let's go ahead and look at my orbit. And actually, let's shut down the thrust. Let's go ahead and put a maneuver right there. that will make our orbit nice, good circular orbit. So then, there, that's pretty good. And then the moon will be right out there. So let's try and do that for get a circular orbit first. So I burned for 5 minutes. I better already start moving. I burned for 5 minutes in 2 minutes. So I've already passed my spot. But because you burn before you get to your thing, before you get to your node. So we'll make this burn very long. Actually, what I'm gonna do is once I get a good orbit, so I make sure I don't fall onto Earth again, is get this orbit good, and then I will change my target to the moon. But this is going to be a while, so we'll just fast forward. Alright, so that was a long burn, but as you can see, I burned for like 4 or 5 minutes maybe, and I'm only halfway through my liquid fuel, which is really good. And so I'm going to take out this maneuver. There you can see my orbit. It's pretty good. So now what I need to do is wait until I get to right about here, add maneuver. And I want to extend that all the way out to intercept. Is that the moon? Yes. To intercept the moon, right about there. Now, I use the center to change that. Make it go a little further out. Okay, there we go. I will intercept the moon right there. And then, so in about, I'll fast forward about 27 minutes. And then I'll have to burn for approximately 2 minutes, which will be easy. So, I need to wait until I'm all the way back around to there. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. A bit faster. Alright, getting close. Alright, under 10 minutes. 8, 7. Okay. 4 minutes. Now what I'm gonna do is hit my target. Basically, what you need to do is set up maneuvers and then just get your little aim thing at your target. And then you burn. So, fast forward. just a little bit so that I get it right the right time. Okay. And right now. Perfect, perfect. So now, I'm gonna burn for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And then I will be at the moon. So that's what the nuclear thrusters look like, if you're wondering. Very, very fuel efficient. So now we'll wait to get to the moon. Alright, we're getting close. About 15 seconds left on the burn. And it's kind of not exactly where it needs to be, but just need to wait for this. There we go. It's close enough. I'll still kind of get into orbit.